Hey, welcome all. Well, I'm on the 92 Astro van. A lot of your 80s and 90s vehicles, there'll be a label right here. And I don't know why people pull these off or what happens to them, but let's go into the cab. My 92 Astro van uses a V6 engine. It's a Z-code engine, which uses a throttle body with 2 fuel injectors in it. And I'm going to try and show you where some of these lines go. This is for my own benefit as well. This big tube here goes down to the it's the dipstick. I believe that is the transmission. This big line right here goes over, I believe. Anyway, it comes up and goes into the intake manifold right there. You can see with the hose clamps. Okay, moving up to the carburetor. The 2 metal screwed-in lines on each side of that vacuum line coming out of the center, those metal lines head down this way over here, and right there they're together. Okay, between the 2 metal lines, this one there and that one over there, is this plastic line, and it has a rubber connector on the end, and it goes to the bottom of the throttle body, and it goes over, makes a bend, and it goes to the bottom of this GM part right here. And I believe they refer to this as the idle air control. Okay, mounted to the side right next to this is a control, and there's a vacuum hose at the bottom. This port here it's got a plug on it. I put a plug on it. It was open, and I might have to take that off later if it doesn't run right. But anyway, there's a vacuum line just below it where I put the plug. You can see the plug. Anyway, that vacuum line, it's right here. I'm wiggling it, and it goes over here, still wiggling it, behind the distributor, and makes a bend right about here. This one right here, it's behind here, and it goes down to what I believe is the Egr valve. It's a big valve right down there. You can see it's plugged into the side there of the Egr valve. Okay, all right, back to the carburetor. Another viewpoint of the metal line that connected to a hose, and then comes back over and goes into the top of the cover. And there's a smaller hose. You can see it goes inside of it. Bigger line here is nothing more than an engine oil fill tube, and it goes up to the front, as you can see. All right, moving right along, this little beast right here, and you can see the cable coming out from it, and on the other side of it are 2 vacuum lines. Here are the 2 vacuum lines. The big one coming out goes around and towards the front of the engine, and then up. Okay, it comes up over the top of the brake master cylinder, and then it goes down and plugs into the back of what looks like the fuse box connection. On the other side of the throttle position sensor, next to the big hose that we just went through, is a smaller one, vacuum line, and it goes up towards the front of the engine, and it branches off, and it splits with a little connector right there. Those can go bad too. I do not know where the top piece of that goes, but anyway, the other piece goes out towards the front of the throttle body. Also, down here is the Pcv valve. The hose from it goes forward, goes to the front of the throttle body. And here's a shot of the front of the throttle body. The big one is on the right, and the little one is on the left. That's a brief introduction of what I know about the vacuum lines on this engine. And so until the next video, this is Cars, Trucks, and Detours coming to you from inside the doghouse of the Chevy Astro van, and bye for now.